Foreshortening is your point of view. Makes part of the human figure appear shorter than it actually is. You can see because of the point of view, the arm, all of a sudden, it looks really weird and short. Let me illustrate to you guys how much longer his arm actually is in real life. At a certain point, a figure is going to stand in some position which does foreshorten some part of the figure to a certain degree. So anytime you have foreshortening, it's a really good way to show drama and action and movement. A lot of people struggle with foreshortening because they don't really know what to do with it. Foreshortening is a really good way to show depth. Magneto's face is so far away from me. His hand is very close to me. I mean, granted, he is pointing a gun at me, which I don't really like that much. Hey, I'll take what I can get. I'm in the same room as him. That's fine. Here we have foreshortening, but actually have foreshortening in the face. I don't know why, but I'm in a dirt hole in Japan with Wolverine. Look at how weird that leg is. People always say to me, well, it looks so weird. I'm like, of course it looks weird. Okay, it's going to look weird, except that it's going to look weird. Here we've got this leg. It doesn't even look like it belongs in that body. The second you get foreshortening, the proportions go out the window. Wolverine, I know your claws are long, but they're not that long, and they are definitely not longer than your upper torso. But it's because of the angle and the foreshortening that makes it appear to be that way. You can't rely on proportional systems. You have to rely on your eyes. You can have foreshortening on a very small scale. Here, the foreshortening, it's visible, but it's not like blatantly obvious. It's not that something actually is shorter. It's just foreshortening. This is almost the same view of the hand, but you can see because the hand is on the ground, the point of view that we are looking at that hand at has changed. The fingers look shorter, and also the palm looks a lot shorter. You can also foreshorten like the whole body, in which case stuff gets really, really weird looking. So foreshortened head, what that's an indication of is that you're either above the figure or you're looking up at the figure. The facial features, they get squished. If you took a marshmallow and just went like that, that's basically what would happen with a foreshortened head. There are certain body parts that just get skipped entirely. So what you will see in foreshortening is these very abrupt leaps from one body part to another. He has no shoulder. Look for overlaps. What form is in front of another? That calf muscle, it's in front of the thigh. That thigh is behind, the head is behind the shoulder. This series of forms that's like lined up in front of another, and you have to start to really see where those overlaps are. Foreshortening as a series of overlaps. We're going to look at his hand. Okay, so that's the closest object to us. The forearm, it really is behind the hand. Does everybody see how the shoulder, the deltoid, that is behind the forearm? You have the chin that's behind the shoulder. This really is about depth and things overlapping in front of each other. If I notice that there's foreshortening in a pose and I'm trying to do it, whatever is in the distance, I'll actually visibly try to make it smaller and then make the objects in the foreground even bigger.